Hey everybody, just out here in the Long Island Sound on the kayak. Having kind of a weird morning. Depth finder's not working and I forgot to charge the battery on the microphone. So at some point the audio is going to cut out and I'll just use the on-camera mic, but yeah, it happens. I got a whole bucket full of crabs over here. Probably like 200 crabs, mostly all shore crabs. I couldn't find any green crabs yesterday. So the water's very dirty too right now, so probably do some mixture of like bottom fishing. The goal is black sea bass today. I know that they're probably going to be around, so I'm just going to hit up a bunch of different areas, jig the bottom, maybe use some swim baits. I'm going to start off with this purple chartreuse shad, the Elias V purple chartreuse. Can't say chartreuse for some reason. I don't know why. I used to be able to, and I have a really hard time saying it, but I've also got some Procure. I'm not sure what kind of Procure this is. I think it's just the saltwater one. I have the Menhaden, but it's kind of running low. And so I'm going to use just this, I think it's just called saltwater Procure. Man, the water is really dirty. It's like chocolate milk. Not really seeing any bait on the surface either. I'll give this spot a little while. Might try some deeper water over here. Just kind of bounce around. Kind of like the idea of fishing blind today, honestly. It's kind of fun. Water's starting to cool off, which is nice. Been having some cooler days, which is nice. Really hoping to get on the sea bass this morning. There we go. Might just take a little bit to figure out where they are. What is this? Feels pretty decent, whatever it is. Where's that from? This might be a sea bass. Feels decent. Hey, yeah, it's a pretty nice sea bass, actually. Might be a keeper. Just gonna flip him in. Oh! Might actually be a keeper. Wow, he's got a pretty interesting, like, sore on him. There's a little bit of surface bait right there. What's on his belly? It's interesting. And what is that bait? That'll give us an idea of what they're eating. All right, so it's some kind of small bait. But I'm over here for these. This is the target species, so that's good that we found one already. He was on like a little rock. He was on that little rock. These guys got to be 16 inches. He's gonna be 14 inches. He's a 14 incher. What is that goo all over him? There's a lot of goo. Definitely Porgy down there, that's for sure. Just like bouncing into the jig. Oh, that was a good one. There we go. Yeah, definitely Ooh, this is a fluke, I think. Is it? Oh, it's a huge freaking weakfish, dude. Oh my god. Dude, this weakfish is big, man. What the freak, man? I think he just figured out he was hooked. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. What? Yo. What a freaking year for these fish, man. What a beast, man. Wow, he hit on the bottom. So many weak fish this year, it's pretty crazy. Look at how big this fish is. Oof. Those teeth are serious. I was just about to switch my jig too. I'm glad I didn't. How big are you? 20. Make sure to close his mouth. 26.25. Sick. He slammed it on the bottom. I'm all wrapped up here. Ready, buddy? They're so cool. What a year for those fish. It's really fun. Sick. No depth finder. It's kind of the fun thing about not using the depth finder, honestly, is because like, you never know what you're gonna get. Wow, I drifted so far off. The tide is ripping. You really can't tell because it's can't really see it, but it is ripping right now. Definitely a lot of porgy down there. There we go. Oh, still on. What is this? Something is just like moving around with the jig. Whoa. Oh, it was a bluefish. On the bottom? Give me that Yamamoto. You silly goose. Kind of trying different depths of drifts, and to be honest, I was getting the most action in like the 30 to 25 foot depth. And as soon as I went out to like 40 feet, I was just getting sea robins and porgies. So I think I'm gonna reset and do another big drift and just keep bouncing the bottom. Not really seeing much surface activity this morning, so I think it's gonna be mostly a bottom bite. I mean, the sun's up high enough they could probably start the crabs, but I'm kind of having fun with the artificials. Try this guy for a bit, maybe, in a little shallower water. Seem to be into the vibrant colors today. So let's try the vibrant color in the shallows. Well, I think that's my cue to go. I don't want to listen to that banging noises. I don't want to listen to those banging noises. Oh, there we go. There's something. Maybe I might need to sit through the banging noises. This feels pretty decent. I think it's a sea bass. I think it's a sea bass. Feels pretty decent. They're really hanging in these shallow waters. Whoa. Yeah, that's a sea bass. It's a pretty good one. That might be our keeper. Ooh, I think that is a keeper. Yeah, I think that is. In the shallows. In the shallows. I don't want this guy to flop out, but I think he might be short, actually. Yeah, he's like 15 and a half. That's all right. We want to get that like 17, 18 incher, but we'll get him. It's still a nice fish. It's a really nice sea bass. Let me just double check. Yeah, these little tendrils don't count. He's close, but we don't need to be riding that line. We can get a bigger one. They really seem to be liking this rock, I've noticed. They've all been kind of huddled around this rock. There we go. Yeah, they're there. They're definitely there, for sure. There's another one. Whoa, did you see that? I think those are blues. Bass just went flipping out of the water. I don't know what it was. It went shooting out of the water. Yeah, these are pretty nice fish. Just not keep this. This is not a keeper, but it's still nice. Spitting up bait that looks kind of like this, honestly. That's pretty nice. Really don't want to listen to that noise of that contractor, but if these sea bass are here, I might as well try and catch them. And they were all kind of in this world, this 14-inch world, so some of them might have hit this up. I ended up catching a ton of sea bass, porgy, and some tiny tautog. That is a small tog. But there was a problem. The construction noise was too loud, so I moved spots and I caught a nice fluke, some more porgies, but I decided to go to a completely different area the next day. All right, we're out here, day 2. Still no depth finder. I just took it off the kayak this morning. Kind of having fun looking at no navionics and no depth finder. It's sort of a nice little mix-up. So that's what this video is going to be all about. You know, ditching all the kayak gizmos and gadgets and just going off memory and feeling the bottom. Water's really dirty, so I can't really even see. But yeah, we'll see what we can get into today. I think we're going to go for striper, bluefish, and then get into sea bass, and then whatever else, fluke, or yeah, we'll see what we can get into. That's a bass. There we go. Nice. Nice. Sick. August striper. I knew they were here. I saw one swirl. This feels good. Sick. This feels really good. Could be a blue, but it feels like a striper. Oh, not sure what it is now. Oh no, that's a bass. Sick. It's a nice bass. What's up, buddy? The water's starting to cool off. You're getting a chance to make your show. That's a nice bass. Sick. For this time of year, What's up, dude? Check out that guy. That's a nice bass. Sick. That's so sick. All right, dude. Peace out. They're always around. They just get trickier to catch. That was really cool. That just made my morning. They get tricky to catch in August, but they're always around. It's just you kind of got to get that window of time to catch them. But what's happening is the water's outgoing right now, and there's like some rocks over here. I don't know exactly where they are, but I could just see the rip line. And generally with striped bass, when the water's warm like this, there's another one right there. When the water's warm like this, I found that rip lines outperform boulders. They'll hang on, they'll like come in from the deep water, go to those rip lines, depending on the current. They'll feed up real quick. As soon as that sun gets up a teeny bit, like I bet you they're almost done feeding. And they'll do it like every morning, no matter the tide. But he was hanging right on the rip line, and I think what they do is they find these rip lines and they'll just go up and down, up and down, up and down. They'll wait for bait to get pushed out and disturbed on that rip line. And I've just found it to be way more productive, and that's what that bass was doing. He was sitting right on the rip line because they got those tails that they can push in the current, you know, and the bait fish get all disturbed by it, so they just sit there, wait for the bait. But yeah, I'm having fun not using this depth finder. There's another bite. I just got bit again. Felt like a smaller bass, but he came right up. I just saw him. Oh, there we go. Got another one. Sick. I think this is a bass. Smaller one. I think. It feels like a bass. Sick. Spinning me in circles here. Pretty sure these are bass. Feels good. Yeah, sick. Striper. What's up, buddy? They're liking this purple chartreuse. The water's super dirty. Kind of makes sense. What's up, buddy? Sick. I'm glad I came out here. Look at that guy. It's a beautiful bass. It's a really nice bass. Hey, thanks, dude. Striper are my favorite. Like, out of all the fish to catch, I definitely target them more than any other fish. This is great. What a cool morning. But that bass did the same exact thing, basically sitting right in front of the rip line. Nice thing about this particular spot is that it's very much a kayak spot. This little zone here is like notorious for exploding props. Like, more people slam their prop than any other spot around here. So because of that reason, a lot of people avoid it. If you really know what you're doing, I've seen people go through it on a boat, but it's one of those areas that I think most people just avoid. I think if you really know the area and you fished here for a while, you can do it. I've seen people do it before. They'll get close to it and they'll pull their prop up. But it's kind of an advantage in this particular scenario of having a kayak. Is being able to fish spots like this where a striper, you know, will be moving pretty shallow early morning. And then once that sun comes up, they'll bolt. Well, that was fun. Nice little mix up with the striped bass. I'm gonna leave them alone. I could probably grind away and get like 1 or 2 more, but I bet you they're not gonna be much bigger than that, and 2's good enough. But I'm gonna head out to, I think I see some bluefish over here. Well, I'm gonna head out to this deeper reef area and jig around for sea bass. I really want to get a sea bass to eat, so and maybe flounder too. So I'm gonna do some big drifts in the deeper water. Kind of guessing the depth, honestly. I'm trying not to look at Navionics. I looked at it like 30 minutes ago, right when the sun came up, because I wanted to make sure I was in line with a particular boulder. But that's the only time I've looked at it this whole time. So yeah, I'm gonna jig these deeper reefs over here, and hopefully we can get a sea bass. I think I see some bluefish busting over here. Yeah, those look like bluefish. The bluefish in August get crazy around here. Like, they'll blitz pretty much sunrise and sunset. It's like almost guaranteed every single day there'll be a bluefish blitz. And they feed on these small baits, and they'll find it in areas and just go nuts. Some of my older videos, I've got some of the bluefish blitzes in it, but it gets pretty wild. But they're not very big, and you end up losing lots of tackle. But yeah, they're definitely doing it over here. I can see the birds diving. I kept a bunch of porgy yesterday. Off camera, a little off camera action. All right, well, nothing in the deep water. This ledge is 30 to 60 feet, and I went on both sides of it and in the middle of it where the drop was. Man, I ain't getting nothing. I'm watching 3 other anglers on it, and they're not catching anything either. So I think the shallows might be where it's at. If I have time, I'm going to keep some of these guys, but I really just want to get the sea bass. Dang, they are vicious, those porgies. So vicious. Oh, nice. We're on them, man. I think I found them. That took a little bit of time, but I think we're on them now. Curious what kind of zone we're in right now. I feel like we're getting close. So he's like, yeah, we're getting there. He's like 15. He took it without the gulp on it. So I think I could get him without the gulp. They're really situated in this one spot. I just did a big drift and came back. And they're really in this one little area. Big porgy are aggressive. I'm assuming this is a porgy. Maybe I don't know now. But they are aggressive fish. No, sea bass. Nice. Target. That's our target right there. And he's gone. Definitely been on him today. I just can't seem to get a keeper. It's not that I'm not catching the target species, it's just I can't get a keeper. But you know, that's kind of how it goes. I'm starting to run out of time here. I got maybe 10 minutes. Got our fluke. Feels decent, whatever it is. Feels decent. I gotta head in, so definitely my last catch here. Oh, that's a pretty good sea bass. This is my last catch here too. Is it a keeper? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Woo! Hi. This actually might be worth measuring. This is my last try here. Let's see. Nah, he's like 15. Well, Mr. Sea Bass, you eluded me this trip. Well, thanks for watching. I gotta head in, but that was a fun little trip. I got one last sea bass on the way in. But I gotta call it. I gotta do some other stuff, but thank you for watching. That was good. I think the highlights were probably the Weakfish. Probably look like Frosty the Snowman right now. It's this new sunscreen I've been using, but it works very well, and that's all that matters. I'm cool with looking like Frosty the Snowman. But thanks for watching. I think the highlights are probably the Weakfish and the stripers this morning. That was cool. But I tried, you know, a lot of these areas are pretty pressured. I tried for the sea bass. That was the target of this video, but we got him. I just couldn't get a keeper. A lot of 15s, that's for sure. But it is what it is. It's fishing. I had fun. That's all that matters. But thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like if you liked it. Hit that subscribe if you want to keep watching. It's up to you. I'm going to keep making the videos, though. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.